Forex trading is boring. Let me explain to you just why it should be boring if you want to be successful. In all seriousness, guys, Forex trading is boring, right? I've been doing this for around 11 years, and you know, the more successful I've become, the stronger I have come to the realization that, man, this really is boring. Like, there's a difference between obviously having a passion and loving the financial markets, everything about it. Yes, you love it, but the majority of actually being active or wanting to execute a trade, whatever the case may be, waiting for your market structure or your setup or your methodology, it is a waiting game. Patience pays. Now, if, for example, you're at the stage where you have all this young enthusiasm, you know, you're loving the way the prices are moving up and down, you know, you're seeing some of these big swings in the market, that's fine. Yeah, when you come into the game, it's exhilarating. But with that exhilarating feeling and that emotion, all those chemicals that are flowing through your body, when it comes to you actually trading, it's not the best frame of mind to be in, because you're going to be loving, you're going to be thrill seeking and loving the highs of the wins that you're getting with your trades. But then when those lows come and those losses, you're going to be feeling pain. It's really going to be hurting you. And with that pain, you're going to be more inclined to do more of the wrong things. Okay. So it's about managing that. I'm going to go through and break down everything in a moment in my demonstration area, and we're going to talk about the things that you should be doing and shouldn't be, things that you should be aware of, just to try and help you with this longevity and get past this phase of being overexcited and over emotional about trading, because it really shouldn't be. Like, let me just tell you a quick story as well before we go over to our demo area. When I was an analyst at 18 years old, okay, I was analyzing the financial markets. I was feeding a lot of information fundamentally for a floor of traders on a trade floor in London, okay, not too far from Liverpool Street. Floor of proprietary traders. Some were trading their own capital, some were trading company funds. And, you know, I saw the real successful traders, yeah? Well, saying that, I didn't see them. I hardly saw them. I only saw them at certain times of day, and then they were gone. They're away from their desk. I was like, where are these guys going? Like, how are they going to make money? And that is what we're going to go into shortly. We'll explain as to why. But there were guys that were there throughout the day, all day, every day. And those guys that I saw all the time there, these were the guys, and I'm not exaggerating, were literally picking up these chairs and like throwing them at their desks. Like, that is no exaggeration. They were going nuts. They were going nuts. Emotions running wild everywhere. And we're going to go and break this into detail about identifying that. But their emotions were all over the place because they were there, sat in front of the desk, sat in front of these screens, overexhausting themselves, expending so much unnecessary energy on sitting in front of the chart and hoping that just because they're going to watch it, they're going to you know, whatever it is they're trading is going to influence, but with their eyes and their head is going to influence the instrument that they're trading in their favor and direction. No. And a host of other things that crop up during you unnecessarily sitting in front of the screens, okay? Now let's go over to my demonstration area. I want to really break things down to you, some things that you should and shouldn't be doing. I hope you can take some massive takeaways from this. Forex trading is boring!
Guys, obviously you may have got a bit of an insight into why I believe trading should be boring. Now, when it isn't boring, right, we feel like we always need to be active and exhilarated by what we're doing, you know, in front of our trading terminal, whether you're doing it from your laptop or from your phone. Now, let me explain some serious problems, and hopefully some of these can resonate with you, some real takeaways to just take on board, essentially, and hopefully refine and tweak your approach sort of psychologically and just mentally with everything that you're doing around trading. So problems of being so active, right? Problems staying at your trading terminal, being so active on your phone, at your screens, whatever. It's overexhausting, right? Sitting at that chart, as I explained, you are expending so much energy. Like, you think, you know, you're going to find all of these amazing opportunities, which, remember, in trading as well, a lot of the time, less is more. The more active you are, you got to remember already, let me just leave that statement there a minute. You got to remember the odds are highly stacked up against us as traders, okay? With manipulation that goes on in the markets, you being a small fry, the retail market is small fry compared to the big players that have influence, psychology. So the odds are already stacked up against us. So why stack them up against you even more, right? By the more that you are in front of those charts, the more likely you're to do something silly. So you're overexhausting. When you're getting tired, then you're going to be finding yourself sucked into doing something that you shouldn't. It's a waste of time. You've done your analysis, right? You set that time, whatever it is, over the weekend. Maybe you set some time in the morning or in the evening, whatever you've got free time. Just set like an hour or so. Conduct some analysis, and that's all you need. You don't need to be there for hours on end, because once you have a methodology, right, that works for you, a strategy, and you understand the market structure of what you're looking for, why do you need to be spending hours and hours on end? Why? You don't, is my point. Sparking unnecessary emotions, as I explained. You remember that story, which is a true story, by the way, when as I worked as an analyst, and we were feeding information to these floor traders, and sometimes I'd walk through, on my lunch, or just to speak to a few of the guys out there, because there's some friends of mine out there. I could see, man, emotions were running wild because they were sitting there throughout the day, overexhausting themselves, getting sucked into things that they should not be doing, okay? So that's another problem. And then increased chance of losing money. As I said, you're more likely to, you see something there, impulsive trading. For those that don't know what impulsive trading is, you're there in front of your phone, you're there in front of the terminal, you see something, and you maybe FOMO kicks in, fear of missing out. You're like, no, that's an opportunity. I'm getting in on that. Otherwise, I'm going to miss out on making money. There you go. So your increased chance of losing money. Those are all the problems for me of being too active in the markets, right? And what I mean by that, in terms of, in the essence of trading should be boring, is all of this stuff is you trying to be, trying to thrill seek out of trading. So should be boring. Like you want, in the essence of, you want to come away from your screens. You want to come away from those terminals. It's boring. I don't want to just sit there and wait for my trade opportunity. I will wait, but I'm not waiting there and just hoping that with my eyes and focusing on the charts that it's going to move quicker or further in my direction, or whatever the case may be. Okay, guys, let's go over what to do, right? And these are the things that I'd suggest to help yourself come away and take your mind off of trading, okay? It's really, really key. Do the analysis and come away from the chart. As I said, you've got specific time where you conduct your analysis. There has to be structure and routine. That's so key with trading, because then if you've got that structure and routine and that methodology set in place, those strict rules for you when you're trading the times and you're doing your analysis, then you'll be less likely to deviate away from that. Key. Do the analysis and come away from the terminal. Self-development. Guys, these are things when I'm at my desk, and I am at my desk, most of the day, a good portion of the day. I try and be more balanced anyway. But if I am there, I'm doing a lot of self-development, a lot, reading, further building my vast knowledge of fundamentals. I'm listening to educational and or motivational podcasts, and I watch a lot of educational stuff on YouTube as well, like previous things about the financial crisis, like finance history. There's a lot of stuff out there, but I'm always, if I'm at my desk there and I'm not trading or I'm not analyzing the market, then working on self-development. Okay, that's one way of me waiting for my trade opportunities to come without having to expend energy just staring at the charts. I go for a walk or a run. Do it. Keep yourself active and healthy. That's one way. And travel. Yeah, you see that I travel a lot. 2019, it was crazy. Literally traveled everywhere, sometimes twice a month throughout Asia. I went a lot of places. But I think when you get yourself to a position where you trust and have faith in your methodology, man, just go and see the world. Go and see the world and expand your mind even more, and you'll see yourself grow in terms of a person and become more successful. 2019 was a massive year for me on the trading front. Just got everything so right, and a big thanks to that was travel as well. So anyway, that's a suggestion. So let me just summarize all this again, bring it back in of why trading should be boring. Got a statement for you. Small wins, small losses. Small wins, small losses, consistency. Anything outside of that, you're risking too much. There's too much emotion going to be attached. If you're going after those big wins, not good. If you're going over those big losses, if those are happening to you, not good, guys, okay? This is why it's boring. It's just consistent, small and gradual. Gradual. Small in the essence of your whatever your reflective of your account size to be. 1 to 2% wins, 1 to 2% losses. That's it, guys. Anything more, then of course exhilaration kicks in and emotion kicks in because there's higher risk involved. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. Think now, if you're trading on a small account now, think now this small account, is some of you, because if you can't manage a small account, you can't manage a bigger account. You can't manage 10,000. You can't manage 100K or 1 million, wherever you get to, you know? So just remember that. Forex trading is boring. If you want to be successful and you want longevity, it has to be. Stay lit, baby. Guys, do me a massive favor. I'm bringing value. I can do a lot more. Let me know in the comments what videos you want to see next. I am open to it. And please, it means a lot for me and the team. Smash up that subscribe button. Give us a like. Stay lit, baby. Let's get it.